Um, where did you talk about a secret agent? Have you done that?
Yeah. There. Do you think I should add more about secret agent?
No, it's fine. Usings. I can't write anything at all. Right. I think what you haven't done, I think what you need to do with the conclusion and with the rest of the words that you've got left, because you've got another 200 words really, is to think about the questions on here. So you've sort of said that. You're talking about what you're doing to appeal to the audience with the technical stuff. You've used the screen. You've talked about Plotbot, film terminology. Yes, that's Plotbot again. Here's the stuff that I would ask you to consider. Yes, you've talked about tone and atmosphere, so let's take that one out. There must be some modern films. I mean, the one I'm thinking about is Four Lions.
Four Lions?
Yeah.
But that's more comedic, though.
Yeah, but it's still there's tension, isn't there?
Yeah.
You know, and the Liam Neeson one, the commuter, then yes, I think you could put that into the. It's definitely called the commuter, I think.
Yeah.
You could put that in there and say another film. Contemporary films that inspired me were blah 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 blah, or just the commuter if that's the one you want to write about. The idea I drew from this was blah blah. Okay, I think there could be a little bit more of that in there. I think you could talk about Strauss because they want a bit of theory in here.
What can I say?
Well, what are the goods and the bads? What's the conflict here? It's between
basically her and her family, and she's like her decision on whether to actually do what her brother said, or just take matters into her own hands.
So there's a moral conflict, isn't there? Yeah. So you could talk a little bit about that. The drive is what's she going to decide?
Yeah.
What the audience are pulled forward by the idea. Well, which way is she going to go? So you could say that, and then it might be useful to choose a quotation from your own dialogue and say an important line to engage the audience's interest is when she says, yeah, and you don't have to put Todorov in there, but if you can think of I can't think there's a proper disruption. It's not like everything is all calm and then there's disruption. So have a look at those and use them because looking at your conclusion, it feels to me.
Because it feels to me like it's too vague.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. So this just sounds it's just like you drawing in. You've taken the secret agent thing, but you're sort of talking around it, trying to think, what am I going to say about it? What am I going to say about this? So instead of doing that, I would think about, can I answer any of these questions in my conclusion? Okay. I would put the other films in the introduction in the first part, and then think about whether you can put any of these in there, and that will neaten it up. And this sheet is on Show My Homework, not that one, that one. But you got it on the screen there. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay.